As Vice President for Education at the National Geographic Society, you work all the time to kind of increase Americans' understanding of geography and also geoscience. And so that's really why I want EWA members to hear your reaction to today's National Geography report card. We learned today that from the NAEP scores that were released that only about a quarter of American 4th, 8th, and 12th graders are really proficient in geography. Were you surprised by these results, and what should reporters take away from them?
I have to say that I'm disappointed by the results, but I'm not particularly surprised. I think that what we're all taking away from them is that we're just not doing a good job of educating people in geography, and I consider that predictable because we really haven't been investing in improving geographic education over the last decade.
Right. There's been a big growth, though, in geospatial technology, and I've heard that that has given somewhat of a boost to the field. And I also know that you're working on a 10-year plan to improve geography education under a new grant from the National Science Foundation. You know, geography, though, hasn't generally been thought of as a scientific discipline. Should reporters be looking at the field through a scientific lens more than they are right now?
By all means. Geography really is a scientific discipline. It falls into a funny category in our education system because a lot of it is social science. So geographers describe geography as being a combination of the study of human social systems, environmental systems, and the interaction between humans and the environment. And geography is essentially a scientific way of looking at all of those systems and how they interact. Historically, it's been taught as part of social studies because of the big role of the study of humans and cultures in it. But we at the National Geographic and the other major organizations in geography really believe that we've been suffering because people don't understand the nature of geography.
So what questions should reporters be asking in their communities about how the subject's being taught?
Well, I think the telling thing in the country right now is that geography has been written into the standards for all 50 states and the District of Columbia and Puerto Rico, and yet it is not assessed very much. Of the 24 states that have high school exit exams, 2 have exams specifically in geography, and an additional 6 have exams in social studies that include geography. So that's, of the states that have high school exit exams, only a third are actually putting any evaluation of geography into those exams. And that's consistent across the board. Geography is only sporadically included as a required course in the curriculum, and it's only sporadically assessed as you go from community to community. So I think the question you have to ask people is, are they following the state level policy of prioritizing geography? And when they are teaching it, are they teaching it in the old-fashioned way as a bunch of facts and memorizing place names, or are they actually teaching geography as a way of analyzing human behavior and environmental phenomena and making good decisions?
Right. Well, we only have a couple more minutes here, but just to jump from the local and the state level to the federal level for a minute, you've noted that No Child Left Behind did not earmark funding specifically for research and professional development for teachers in geography. Are there efforts to change that, and if so, what kind of traction are you getting?
Right. Well, geography has always been designated as one of the core academic subjects, and it was listed in No Child Left Behind in that way. But it was overlooked in setting up designated funding programs, and I'm going to shy away from your word earmark because it shouldn't be called an earmark, but there are designated programs in the Department of Education for all of the other subjects in the social studies and for science and math and foreign languages and a number of other subject areas. So geography has in fact been left behind, and in the last several years we and other organizations that are interested in geography and recognize the importance of geography have been working with legislators on the Hill to pass legislation that would address that oversight.
Well, thank you. That's about all the time we have today. I really appreciate your joining us, and I also appreciate that you're going to be available on EWA's online community to answer follow-up questions from our members. Thank you so much.